everyone, I am Liliana with Eventcraft Studio, Seasonal Wreaths and Holiday Decor, and I'm here with my sidekick Gata, who already said hi. I want to thank you for joining me. Today we're gonna go over some items, so it's gonna be a sale, and just give you a quick overview of everything that's gonna happen as I go along. Because at the same time, I'm gonna just make sure that I can see anybody's comments if we have anybody join us. I like doing this because it gives you an opportunity to see the items. I did a poll and I asked what everybody wanted to see, and I got a little bit of summer, a lot of Christmas, some fall, and not so much Halloween. So I'm gonna show first a little bit of I have like 2 or 3 things for summer that I'm gonna show, then focus on fall, a quick overview of Halloween because it's not that many. I'll just show a few, unless there's something, like I said, it's gonna be on Etsy, so just go. I'm gonna pin the Etsy site now, so if you see something that you like, I'll gladly pull it for you. I already took everything out of bags, everything is ready to go. So before I get started, let me just make sure I can see everybody's comments, and then we'll get started. This is exciting. Hope everybody's doing well. Summer is already, can you believe summer's already wrapping up? I can't believe it. And this, which explains why everyone mainly voted on seeing Christmas. Now, if there's anything that you see and you want something complimenting, let me know. Send me a note. That's something that I'm really known for. It happens a lot. If you actually scroll to the bottom of my Etsy sales, well, if you see where Etsy is, where the categories are under, says sales, if you click on that, it shows all the items that I have sold, and you're gonna see a lot of them that say custom order, because it happens a lot where a customer would say, oh, I like this wreath, can you make me a matching bow, can you make me a matching whatever. It happens a lot, and those are just the ones listed that show on Etsy. Okay, so let's get started. Like I said, if you have any questions, please let me know. If there's anything that you see on the Etsy site that you like, or you just want to see that I'm not showing you, let me know. It's going to take a minute to go grab it. I mean, everything's right here. This is the other side. If you follow me, I do lives, I show you, I do tutorials, but that's on the other side of the basement. This is the storage side of the basement. The other side is where I have my craft area, my work area. I had to pretty much prepare, I had to set up the table on this side today, but this is the storage side. But everything is here. Everything is here in case you wanted to see something. Okay, so the first item that I'm going to show you is going to be, actually, let me get this guy out of the way. It's going to be a summer I always call this transitional. I like to call it transitional because it is, you have the sunflowers, you have the summer flowers, the summer colors, but you could use this late into August. Late into August. So this is a grapevine. It is made on an 18-inch base. See that? And like I said, I like to use the word transitional, but if you search transitional, you're really not going to find much, but it is a summer sunflower wreath. And that's the first one. And like I said, I did get quite a few people that wanted to see summer. So that's why I'm doing that right now. Okay, so that's the first item. Sticking with summer. And a lot of times, the images, depending on the daylight when you're working, they don't really work with you much with the sun moves and all that. So I made this one live. I posted, it's a strawberry wreath. So yes, it is in the summer section. And I'm not looking for the bad thing of it, but the issue with this one is that the photos were super overexposed, so you can't really, I gotta take new photos of this one. So if you see this, this is the way it looks. Oh, I just realized I didn't turn on my ring. Okay, excuse me. We need more lights in here. We need more lights. There we go. There we go. That's better. Is that too overexposed now? Okay. So there we go. I gotta turn it on. So you see that? So this is a strawberry wreath. It is also made on an 18-inch grapevine. And then the fifth, something that I want to point out is that pretty much all of my wreaths come with I put a hanger on them. But I noticed that not everybody wants it hung. Just because I have the hanger there doesn't mean that that's the direction you have to hang it in. Feel free to turn it. I actually drove by one of my customers' homes the other day, and I noticed that a wreath that I made, she actually changed the angle, changed the orientation that I had made for her. Well, I was already pre-made, so I had already made it in a certain direction, and she changed it, and it looked totally cool. I was like, oh my god, I would never put it that way. So sometimes you want the opening this way, maybe you want it in the other direction. So like I always say, make it your own. Just because it's placed in a certain direction doesn't mean you have to use it that way. So this is a strawberry wreath. Okay, the lighting's better. This guy right here. So this goes into my farmhouse every day, and I'll show you the section. So farmhouse every day. I did work on a matching lantern swag for this. Did something fall? It did. Well, something fell, and it's because after I made this, I started adding more and more and more to it as I took photos. But don't worry, if you buy it, things aren't going to fall out. It's just that the perfectionist in me just kept adding more and more and more. And that was on photo day. So I have to make sure that those are secure for you. But this guy also, let me make sure that I add, where am I? Farmhouse and everyday. And I also made this matching lantern swag, which has not been listed, but there is a matching lantern swag for it. Now, lantern swags. People hear the word lantern swag, and they feel like it has to go on a lantern. It does not. You could use a lantern swag on a wall. You could use it in place of a wreath if you have a storm door and you don't want to like have something big. I have a video on my website, actually here on the page. Scroll down, you see I have a little video of different ways you could use lantern swags. And this lantern swag, here we go. I keep getting out of the shop, but I'm trying to give you as much information as possible. So if you are interested in this one, it will be listed later today. Well, should be listed later today. But here we go. See how it looks on the lantern swag? I like to coordinate my decor. That's just me. I like to coordinate. Coordinate. See? I love lantern swags. Like I really, 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 really love lantern swags. I have a post outside my home, and I have a lantern swag on it. It's just there. It's with the house number. It's just a post. But there you go. That's what lantern swags. They're called lantern swags, but you could really use them anywhere. Now, I'll take this opportunity for a teaching moment, because right now I'm going to transition into fall. Right now, I just listed these today, but I was at a small little fair over the weekend, a local fair, and I had some potential customers that were interested in these, but you have the fear of the weather and the rain and the colors, and of course it's exposed in the sun, right? So this is a mailbox swag. See how pretty? Very, very pretty. I love this. I actually added it under fall in the Etsy shop. So I will link fall now. I'll provide the link for fall. But I'm gonna actually make a section for it on its own, so I could have a whole section just for mailbox swags. So the reason my teaching moment. Okay, so the teaching moment is this one has already been, this actually got damaged downstairs here in the house. But see this lantern swag? Like I said, I keep it out in the post. I use this for two falls. And when I tell you, last year, I did not take off my fall decor until very, very, very late. Like I didn't even finish my Christmas tree until like not even a week before. It was days before. So this was out there for 2 years. I had the first year without the buffalo. Last year I buffalized it, added the buffalo ribbon to it just to change the look a little, and then it went back out again. So 2 falls it's been out there. Look at the ribbon. I don't know if you can see how it's fading, but it's been out there in the sun, direct sunlight, rain, snow, because we have snow in November. So it's been out there for 2 years. Now, I want to show you the comparison, because I have the set. If you know me, I like matching sets. This one was also outside, but this guy is under the little lip under the house. So it's on the wall in the house, but you have like a little lip. So it has a little bit of protection. And you see the color. Let's compare the plaid. See how one is like more, it's fading compared to the other? See that? So this is not doing terrible. That's what I'm trying to say. It's been out there for 2 years. So if you're scared of investing in a swag or a mailbox swag because it's going to be out in the elements, yes, of course, you're using it at your own risk. But I'm telling you, it's going to fade. Anything fades. Even if it's inside your home and you have it by a window, guess what? The sun's going to make it fade. So I'm just showing you that it does last. Now, one more last thing to compare it to is the other one that I had inside the house. No, I match. I like to match. I'm sorry, you touched it. God. Okay, so this is the one that was inside over the mantle. And the colors obviously has no direct sunlight at all because over the mantle. Now let's compare these colors. See, a lot more vibrant. See the ribbon, see the mesh. So there's a difference to it. This one had no exposure whatsoever to the sun. This one did, and it's not that bad. So if you're looking at 2 years of sunlight, 2 years that you're getting out of a swag that's out exposed, excuse me, I think that's not too shabby. I think that's actually pretty good. I mean, these are, I would use these again. There's a possibility I may use them again this year, but I like to use them for 2 seasons, well, 2 years rather, and then switch them out. So I used it last year, I changed it up a little bit, and now it's like, what am I gonna do? Am I gonna use it again? I don't know. I even have the matching garland on here. So if maybe a family member of mine is probably gonna ask me for it, I'll be more than happy to give it to them, because you can still use it. Okay, so that's just my little quick lesson on fading, and don't be scared because things are gonna fade. It's gonna fade. This is actually pretty much the same color ribbon. So there you go. Okay, so back to the mailbox swags. Have any comments? No. Okay, so here's the mailbox swag. I already posted it, the link that I posted for Etsy. And with these mailbox swags, I am afraid of them flying away because you might have these crazy wind gusts. You know, the weather has been kind of tropical. So what I did was I included with every single one of them, I included ribbon. So you could pass it underneath the bow, and then you could secure it to your mailbox by tying it underneath. So you do have that ribbon. You could also use the bungee cords. You could also use those. I've seen people use those. Okay, so that's one. And yes, they are made on an evergreen base, in case you're wondering. Okay. The next one, which is this one, it's a little bit more traditional than the other one. I mean, the other one, they're different. I say this one's a little bit more elegant just because of the greens that it has in it and the ribbons. But you see that one. This one, again, it's another one for a mailbox that I have on my table. I'm actually going to end up setting this up outside.
I'm cold.
I don't have a mailbox outside. What happened, baby?
I'm cold.
You're cold? Well, we're going to have to take a moment to get a sweater. Yeah, give me a second. Give me a second because we're just getting started. Give me a second. Okay, so this is the mailbox swag. And again, it's under the fall section under the Etsy shop. Because we have the mailbox out, just going to show you this one mailbox swag. And it is a Christmas one. Okay? So this is a Christmas mailbox swag. Got that? Christmas mailbox swag. Same thing. You do get a Christmas mailbox swag, like I was saying. And this one, same thing. You do get the extra ribbon to go underneath it. And look how pretty it looks. Like I said, the reason why I have a mailbox here on my table is because I have a regular mailbox, but because I have these, because I make these, I of course have a mailbox to put them on and display them on. But this mailbox is actually going to be set up outside my home. It is. So my neighbors are going to think I'm crazy because I don't have a need for it. I just want to be able to display it. Get it? Okay, so that's that. Let's move on. Should I grab her sweater?
I like wreaths.
Okay, yes, you do like wreaths.
I think my favorite is Bunny Rabbit's wreath.
Yeah. So this is a simple, very simple, made on an 18-inch grapevine. Now, this is my storage. So a lot of the wreaths, of course, they're kind of a little bit smushed, and I didn't have a chance to fluff them all up. But of course, they get fluffed up, and they're boxed beautifully when you receive them. And that's just the first one. And they'll look good when you get it. That's basically what I'm trying to say. If they look a little bit smushed right now, it's because we're in my storage area, and that's gonna happen. Okay, next guy is one of my absolute favorites. We know. They're attaching to each other. Fun grapevines. No, don't do that. Okay, this one. If you haven't noticed yet or you don't know, teals and aquas are going to be very, 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 very popular this year. So this wreath, I love it. If I personally love working with grapevines and mesh together. I love the combination. This one is made on an 18-inch painted grapevine. And then it has that, it's like a light, like a seafoamish teal mesh on it that also has little natural colored fibers in it. And then these hydrangeas are amazing because they're a nice vibrant orange. And of course these, I don't even know what these are. I don't know if they're zinnias, but they're a nice ivory color. And then the greenery that's in it also is specific for fall because it has like the oranges and the reds. And of course the autumn sign that ties it all together. Okay. This is another fall wreath.
Pumpkin.
So we're on fall.
Pumpkin.
So it has a nice big pumpkin in there.
You gotta touch it?
It's a simple one. This is like so reminiscent of just foliage, fall foliage. This is like the perfect interpretation of just the fall wreath. You have no sign. You just have, no, be careful, don't touch it too much. You have the bright colors, you know, when you're driving and you see, well, I'm in the Northeast. So we have those vibrant colors towards the end of September. So that's very reminiscent of that. You do have a little bit of glitter here with the pine cone. Because some of the ribbon does have a little bit of glitter. Mommy. So that's why like the ribbon ties it all in together.
Mommy.
Yes, baby. Oh boy, you're killing me. I had a friend, baby, you gotta give me a moment, that loved this wreath so much, but she loves swag, so I made her a swag version of this. But look how pretty this is. You have so many, you have mums, you have hydrangeas, you have things I don't know what their name is, and the little pumpkins, but it's fancy. It's like pretty elegant. And again, here's me again with the mesh. So I added shiny mesh. It's like brown with a little bit of sparkle in it. And then you have a sign.
Yeah.
With 3 pumpkins. Also made on an 18-inch grapevine.
Ooh.
But you see how you can make so many different looks. You have the same base and you have so many different looks. This one does have a hanger on it. I recommend that the hanger be used on this one. Just because of the orientation, because of the pumpkins. You want them to be facing straight up and down. You know how I said before that teals and aquas were going to be in fall? Well, here's a tealish truck. This is super, super, super trending. Trucks have been around for a couple of years now. They're not going away. Now you're going to start seeing, so leopard is in. I don't know if you've noticed, leopard is in. It's not going away anytime soon. Trucks aren't going away, so be on the lookout for leopard trucks. Yes, you will see fall decor with leopard and leopard trucks. Tons of it, tons of it. I don't believe I'm going to be getting into that. I have tons of supplies I have to work on, and I don't have, wait, I do have. Never mind, I bought. Never mind. So yeah, so just give me a little bit of information on the trucks and the leopard that you're going to be seeing. But this is super, super, super trendy in regards to the truck and the pumpkins and the color, especially the color. This color, you're going to be seeing a little bit more of this color for the fall. And I love it. But you see how these 2 wreaths, oh, I put it towards the back. One is mesh based, the other one is grapevine based. They have the similar colors, but yeah, look at the looks. Completely different looks. So it just depends what you like. Sometimes people say, oh, I don't like decorating with wreaths, but it's like, maybe you just haven't found the one that you like. You haven't found your style. Okay, so here's another one. This one is called a retro. I call it retro just because of the patterns that we have here. So I call this a retro fall wreath, if you look it up on my Etsy shop. See that? I really, really do like this one. So it's the same style, the same way that it was made as the one with the truck, but being that it has a different sign, different colors, different add-ons to it, obviously it looks like a completely different wreath. See that? A very, very similar style. Here we have the natural colored mesh for the base, and then we have a burgundy at the top. Okay, so this guy right here, Harvest Blessings. Again, made on an 18-inch grapevine, but just because a wreath is made on an 18-inch grapevine does not mean that it's an 18-inch wreath. This one is obviously much, much bigger than the other one that I showed before, the one with the teal sign, the autumn sign. It also has mesh, if you notice, that's my trend. But this one has tons of product in it. Tons of product. And look at this. This is absolutely gorgeous. It has these deep, like burnt orange sunflowers. Has tons of greenery. Has allium. Like it is, see, so it has movement in it. I love that too. I love that. I love when adding a little bit extra movement to the wreaths. So, this is a big one. This is a big guy. The ribbon is also gorgeous. We have a canvas ribbon back here. We have that. This is my favorite rust. You'll see this rust in a lot of my wreaths. I just got a shipment yesterday with more of it because I absolutely love this. And the stitch ribbon. I love stitch ribbons. So you'll see that that's like a staple for me. But this guy, amazing. So pretty. So pretty. But like I said, it has a lot of product. A lot of product. But you don't get the full effect of it like what seeing pictures on Etsy. I mean, I try to show as many angles as possible. But here you see how much there is to this wreath. It's a big guy. It's a big guy. You're going to get a big box with this one. This is my favorite. This is my favorite. Okay, my fall Scarecrow Wreath. Okay, so let me tell you something about Etsy. If I show you this and you go on my Etsy shop, well, no. If you go on Etsy and just look up fall Scarecrow, you're not going to find it. For some reason, he doesn't show. So I've been trying to find other ways of letting people know. But look how pretty this guy is. So he's using a denim blue mesh because of the stripe that's in his hat. That was my inspiration for that. See that? So you have the denim blue. You have sunflowers. You have mini sunflowers. You have pumpkins. And all these little cute, I want to say aceable. I forget the word. But you have so much in here. So much going. So you have the two different color meshes. So much happening here. And of course, it's topped off with this beautiful bow that's made of the same ribbons that are spread throughout the wreath. This guy, I absolutely love this wreath. This one is a good one that I might actually keep this year. If this doesn't sell, I might keep it because this is just a stunner. Stunning. And look how big it is. This is a big guy. Big guy. Wait, am I going the wrong way? Yes, I'm going the wrong way. Yeah, look how big this guy is. It's pretty much the same size as the last guy that we just showed you, but look at the difference. One is like mainly greenery, like the foliage one. This guy back here. But this one is a mesh wreath made on a wire frame. But I love adding greenery to it. I love adding the leaves. I added all these leaves just to add a little bit more dimension to it. But this is hands down one of my favorite wreaths that I've ever made. Absolutely gorgeous. And I made this one live on the Greener Market page because I was using all Greener Market products. So I don't know if anybody follows them. They're wreath suppliers. You can actually use supplies just to decorate your home, right? So this one was made live on their page. Love it. Okay. I don't know if you know about bows. You could use bows on pretty much anything. They all come with this little pipe cleaner. They're made with wire. They're secured with wire, but then they have a pipe cleaner added to it, so you could attach it to anything. And there's 2 of each. There are 2 for pretty much anything. So, hello, lady. How are you? I just showed this awesome Scarecrow wreath that I made on your page. My favorite ever. So, continue with bows. So bows, you could add bows on a lantern. You could add bows. Oh, I forgot my wreath base. But let's just use your imagination for a moment. Use your imagination. Make believe this doesn't have anything on it, right? You could throw a bow on it. See? You could throw a bow on it. You could throw bows at the end of your staircase. You could add bows to pretty much anything just to liven it up. So bows Bows are awesome. Bows are awesome. They're super amazing. So this is one of the bows. And there are 2 of each. This one is more simple. See that? But remember, just because they're simple doesn't mean that they're not going to add a lot of life to your stuff. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for sharing. So here's another bow. Here's the difference. People sometimes say like, what's the deal with bows? Look at the difference with this ribbon. This one was made with 3 and this one was made with 1. See the difference? It just depends on what you're going for. What is it that you want? What are you looking for, right? So these are also listed on my Etsy page. So just remember, guys, you know, it's never too soon. I can't believe I have to start buying for school. Have you gone out? I went to Target the other day. They already have school uniform stuff out. And I heard there's a shortage. I was informed that there's a shortage. I mean, there's a shortage of everything for school uniforms. So start buying, guys. And let's not even get started Halloween costumes. Because if there's no school uniforms, you betcha that there's not going to be any Halloween. There aren't going to be Halloween costumes. So start shopping. Start shopping. Okay. This one. Oh, I skipped. Did I? Oh, no, I didn't. So that's all the fall ones. Since I'm on bows, I'm just going to keep going with Christmas. There's a Christmas bow. Buffalo. Again, guys. Again, everyone. Use your bows anywhere. Use it on a wreath. Use it at the end of your stairs. Use it on a mantle. Use bows everywhere. I love bows. Just ribbon, right? Ribbon. For all of us ribbon addicts. You can use bows to just bring anything to life. You could even use it on your child's hair. Imagine. No, that's so bad. She don't like that. You want to blow on her head? No? She doesn't want to blow on her head. Okay. So, these are a little bit more traditional. I am super transparent. I just wanted to say that the wire in this one, like I said, I made this for a craft fair. But this does not affect how well the bow works or not. But the red wire, you could see it. Anybody that's here with me and makes product knows that sometimes you get that. Especially with the linen ones. I don't know what it is. The denim, linen, it happens a lot. So this one, you do see it, but I made sure that it was on the inside. So you have this guy. This guy also has the same ribbon, but it's a different, very, very different bow. So this one is more straight, and this is a poof. I like to call them poof. I don't know what the correct term is, but I call them poof bows because they just look like a big fun poof. And if you notice when I take photos of these, I don't make sure that it looks all pretty because sometimes you want that poof, you want all the ribbons everywhere, and I don't cut them all off. Sometimes I've seen other makers where they cut the tails and they only keep like 2. I don't. I keep all the tails going because I feel that maybe that's what you want. Maybe you want that crazy look because that's what I do. That's what I do. So I just figure if you're buying it from me, sometimes you're just getting a little bit of my flavor in it. And then finally, one more with that look is this guy right here. This guy right here with Santa. Super simple. But if you have kids and you're into Santa, red and green is where it's at. Christmas, basic, traditional, fun, whimsical. And like I said, I don't cut off the tails. I don't. I like the craziness to it. But those are my bows. So let's start with one of my favorite. And Alana's here. I don't know if you're still here. Halloween wreaths. Check out this awesome wreath with a cute bat. Check this one out. And I just closed my page. Did I just close my page? No, I didn't. Okay. Alright, so this is Halloween Bat Wreath. Like I said. What's up, baby? Halloween, Happy Halloween Bat Wreath. If you look it up on Etsy, but like I said, if you just click on that link, what's up, baby? Oh, very pretty. Very pretty.
I can't do it.
We can't do it right now either. So this wreath, if you look at the sign, there's a little bit of green on the sign. And if you're wondering why is there all this like neon green on the wreath, it's because the sign the sign pretty much drives the design. It has little bits of green in here, and it has spiders. It has a little bit of webs in it. So if you're looking at the wreath, it actually pulls out the colors that are in the sign. So this is pretty awesome. I like it. What's going on? Okay, next guy. Love this guy, Spooky. Spooky. This one's actually made with 21-inch mesh. 21-inch black mesh. And versus having a regular mesh as a secondary, it has this striped fabric, which is about like 9 inches. But it does have a bow, and pretty much all the colors are in the sign. Or here with the ribbon.
My hair broke.
So the good thing about Halloween is that unless you have, I mean, there are different styles to Halloween. You could have a more whimsical style, you know, if you don't like the scary stuff. So you have the scary stuff, you have the romantic gothic stuff, like this guy right here.
My hair broke.
Oh my god. You okay? You have, like I was saying, the whimsical, the cute stuff. You have the, I think that's about it. That's like, those like the main, oh, there's vintage. Here's my vintage guy. I kept hearing bells before. I was like, where do I hear that from? And it's this guy. To me, these are actually kind of spooky. I'm not gonna lie, because of the kitty cats with the faces. You know, like vintage Halloween, looks like French or avant-garde-ish. Yeah, it's like, to me, it's a little bit creepy. But people like that, right? It's not as bad as like Freddy, and the hands and all the blood and all that.
That's scary.
You think so?
Yeah.
For some, I'll make sure to fix them afterwards, after the live. But this mesh, I have not been able to find it again. Got it from one of this like floral wholesaler that I go to. And check out that color. And it actually like has like a shimmerish to it. I don't even know what to call the color. It's not really mustard. It's like gold. Let's see how it works. If you're into this look. I went to a few years ago. I have a friend who's really... I do have a custom bow. Oh my god, I forgot. Thank you to match your wreath. Wow, I completely forgot to show them bows. Do I have a custom bow for that one? Do I have a custom bow for that one?
Mom.
Is that one? This one? Yes, see? Let me fluff it up.
Mom.
Matching bow, yeah. If you go on my website, you're going to see that there are different... If you go into shop, you have ready to ship, which is all this stuff that's back here. You have coordinating decor and you have custom decor. The reason that I added the coordinating decor and the custom decor is because a lot of my customers, tons of my customers, always want something to match. And I guess it's because I do it. So I end up showing pictures of my home or my own decor, and everything pretty much matches. So they have reached out to me to say, hey, do you have something that matches? So that's something that I have been offering. So please feel free, if you see a wreath or something that you like, but you may want a matching wreath, because sometimes I do have that much product, and my friend Alana here will attest that I do have a lot of product, and I may be able to make the matching decor or the matching bows, but just let me know soon. Let me know soon. That's why with the coordinating decor, I am trying to have everyone place your orders now. The industries are short. If they have a shortage in school uniforms and school clothing for kids, then you can imagine this stuff. And crafters, come on, it's July, and already they're putting out fall and Halloween. So if you wanted a matching bow for whatever, if you wait till October or end of mid-September, there's a good chance I'm not going to be able to do it. So that's why start getting your ideas ready to get together now and reach out so we could make those things for you. So here we have this bow that matches this wreath right here. Another one of those like spooky vintage ones that I was talking about. Spooky vintage. But it has a lot going on with it. We have the candy corn with it. You have the scary monster pumpkin. It's a pumpkin, but it says beware. And we have the Harlequin ribbon. And I actually do have a matching one for it. Oh, I see that. So I'll take you to the Etsy homepage. I don't know why. Bebita, can I like relocate you right there? Shift, shift, shift. Shift a little bit. There you go. Okay. And that guy does have a matching... Does he? Yes. We do have a matching bow for this guy as well.
A match.
We have a matching bow.
To match like the same thing.
See that? And like I said, I make my bows and I leave them all crazy because I don't know where you want to put it. What if you want to put it on top of a post and you need all these streamers going with it? So that's why I don't cut the streamers off for the most part. So these guys go together. And it already has its own bow on it. Has its own little bow. But you see that? Okay. Continuing. I don't know why Etsy's doing that. Which is why I gotta get working on my website again. I'm dying to hit that publish button. Hopefully by next week I'll be able to publish it again. Okay. This one, I love. I love, 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 love. Because it's kind of fancy. And it's Halloween, but yet with a little bit of more elegant flair to it. See that? So this wreath, in the description for Etsy, I do mention that when the sign was shipped, it ended up having something against it. So I made an impression here, but you really can't see it. But I like to be super, super, super... I'm trying to find where you could actually see it. What's the word? Transparent? You can't see it. You can't see it. But I don't want any surprises when somebody gets to be like, oh, you can see it. No, you can't. No, you can't. Maybe there, but it's because it glares on it from the ring. But anyway, so this, as much as I love, love, love this wreath, here you have that little impression on it, but you can't see it. But I do disclose it in the description. But see how fancy and like simple, but yet elegant at the same time. And I believe I have a matching bow for this. Bow for this guy. This guy's on its own. But the good thing about this wreath is that it has like your traditional reds, greens, and blacks that are very much associated with Halloween. So you could use this pretty much anywhere. You can use it anywhere. And it's big and it's fancy, but it doesn't have like, so it doesn't have the cutesy monsters. It doesn't have the scary monsters. It's just like, you want to honor Halloween, but keep your bougie fanciness going without the goth look. You know what I mean? Keep the without the reds, the green, the reds, the black, and the white. Without these colors. These colors. Get what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Yeah. So this is like a fancier. Like I would use this in my house, but I got kids and they won't. They want the cute stuff. So I gotta take care of the kids. This guy right here gets so much attention, but I needed to... Uh-oh, I froze. Am I frozen there? No. This guy... Oh boy, I froze. Okay, so this guy needs new photos. Needs new photos on Etsy. The reason why it needs new photos is because it looks like it has a gap. Looks like it has a gap in the photos, but there's no gap. It's been filled. So, see that? So that's the thing that I think people aren't so sure of it, because it seems to have a gap. Now, this when you get this wreath, you're going to notice that the sign back here says out of candy. I secured it. You can't turn it. You cannot turn it. I wanted to make it so that the customer, or when it goes to its new home, so that you'll be able to turn it. How cute would that be? But then I realized it was going to be a headache for you to be able and then have this thing flopping around. So I secured it. So I apologize that you cannot use the side that says out of candy. But I also made this when COVID was happening. So I was like, nobody's giving candy right now. So this one, it's a farmhouse look. It's on a painted orange grapevine. I love this one too. And I do have a bow to go with this one as well. I do have a bow to go with this one. And I could put, I believe I'm out of this guy. The spiral, the swirl ribbon. The scroll ribbon. The scroll ribbon is awesome. It has bats in it. It's an awesome ribbon. And this bow is really big. Really, really, really big bow. But I could make something to coordinate it, but I can't make another one exactly like this. I'm unable to do that, unfortunately. But it's not unfortunate. I mean, we could just find other opportunities to find, decorate, right? Okay. That's so strange. I froze on my computer froze. Okay, but yeah, the phone was still going. Okay, so we have these. And they go together. So you might be wondering, okay, so I have this wreath. What am I going to do with one bow? Put this on your door. Put this at the end of your, at your railing. Put this on the bottom of a planter. Put it, if you use this inside, because guys, just because you have a wreath doesn't mean it goes on a door. Use wreath inside your home. Put this on a table. As an accent on the accent table when you walk in, right? You have a sideboard. So bows, I'm telling you, I love bows. So you have this over your sideboard and have this under it. See? Think outside the box. So many possibilities. So many possibilities. This wreath is just cute. It's just a cutesy. It has a lot going to it. I went crazy with this one. It was one of those that I didn't know when to stop. If you're a wreath maker and you're watching, you know when we have those moments. So it has this painted. See the pumpkin? It has stripes on it, which was perfect because it has all these fun stripes in it. And I was able to pull from that guy into the colors in the wreath. And then you have the sign, which also has polka dots. So you have polka dots and you have stripes.
Polka dots.
Black. You like to say polka dot, right? And then we have all these nice, cute little fun, fuzzy thingies around here.
Pumpkin.
Yeah, don't touch the pumpkin, please. So this is just a cute wreath. A cute Halloween wreath. Like, this would be good for a school. Like, if you're a teacher that likes to decorate, and all it says is, be witchy. Be witchy. I love this guy. That's your favorite? I love this one. It took me a long time to put it away when I made it because I just kept staring at it. Like, I need to make more like this guy. I just love this guy. Okay. So, yeah, this is one of my favorites. One of my favorites. And I'm glad to use one of your favorites too, Alana. Because I just took so much. I put so much into it. So many different ribbons. I think it has like 4 or 5 different ribbons. Now we have Frankenstein.
Zombie.
Frankenstein.
Zombie.
Okay, zombie. Okay. Can you like go sit down, please? Yeah, thank you. Okay, so Frankenstein. Frankenstein has a lot going on as well. Frankenstein wreath has, I wish I could. It was whimsical. Yeah, I love that wreath. I really do love that wreath. So Frankenstein has, you know what's awesome about Frankenstein wreath? It's that we also have Frankenstein ribbon in it. I mean, how awesome is that? I also have a Frankenstein bow to go with it. And again, if you know me, this one's a big one. So here's the thing with me. I've had customers place orders for bows. And I shouldn't be saying this, but I'm not stopping because it's the truth. I go crazy. So if I get an order for a bow and they give me the idea of how large they want it, I keep adding and adding and adding. So this is an example. I wanted to make a matching bow for the wreath, and just look how many loops is in that. Do you see how many loops? I don't know when to stop. Especially if it's just a bow. If it's a bow that's going to go on a wreath, I have to stop myself. But this one, since it's not going on a wreath, I just keep going and going and going. I mean, let's take out that lantern again. See how cute. Michaels, guys. Michaels, odd lots, big lots. They sell them everywhere. Lanterns are super in. All colors, all sizes. But see, just use a bow. And this guy made with purple mesh. This is on a wire frame. And you do have spider ribbon as well. And of course, it has some buffalo. So if you have other buffalo items, still buffalo is starting to fade out a bit, but you still are going to see it. Especially the black and white is fading out. Well, look at that. Anything you have, you could pull out just to keep matching and tie it all together in your home. See? Okay. That's the next one. not, Day of the Dead and Halloween are not the same thing, but they're around the same time, so that's why I put them together. So this guy, this is one of, you know what I love about this guy is that these are mums, they're not marigolds, but there should be marigolds for Day of the Dead, but you get the idea. I use creative license. And also I added these little streamers to add a little bit more of some movement and more of the color to it. So I truly love this guy, especially because of the flowers that were added to it and the little streamers. So that's my first Day of the Dead wreath. I have like tape and all that fun stuff everywhere. So again, if you're watching the replay, just remember that the sale ends tonight. It ends tonight. And the sale does apply to every single item in the store, whether if it's a bow, a wreath, a swag, whatever. The 20% applies to everything. Okay, so then this is another one. Now, if you like to have parties, like I have friends that love having parties just around Halloween time, this is a good one. This is a good one. Even though it is, again, technically for Day of the Dead, because you have the skull, the calavera. So, but, I mean, how cute is this one? And I went to a bar, actually, a Mexican restaurant. It's a bar, but it's a Mexican restaurant. And they had the sign, too. So, have tons of the colors. This one was fun. You know what was fun about this guy? Is that I was able to switch out the mesh. See the mesh in the back? I was able to have a little bit more creative license on this one. So I alternated the different colors throughout. So I used the black as a base, and then I switched out the colors on top, which was a lot of fun. It really was a lot of fun. The things that make, and then you have these foxtails. Will they look like foxtails? Are they foxtails? I'm not sure, but that bring in the tying the sign together. And have you seen the flowers, the roses? They have green tipped glitter. Well, they're tipped with green glitter. There, yeah, the tips are with green glitter. Yeah, you get what I'm saying. Okay. Alrighty, and that's it. So now we move on to the final, which is a lot, and it is Christmas. But Christmas, I should take note on the time, and I will write in the comments that Christmas starts at this point, because that's what everybody was saying that they wanted to see. So I actually have to move some things around because Christmas, I have a few cards for Christmas. The first one that I have is this beautiful, okay, beautiful, 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 beautiful swag. See the swag? Now, this is my style. I mean, I love everything that I make. Obviously, I put my heart into everything that I make. But if I were to decorate in my home, usually for Christmas, it'll be something more like this, a little bit fancier. This is what the coordinating items that I am offering. It's gonna, when I say mesh for Christmas, this is what I'm talking about. The reason is because I've had a few customers buy these and they want the coordinating pieces. So that is why I am trying to get as many people as possible to place their orders now, so we could just bang them out, place large orders. Because if we don't order everything now, I mean, it's already running low. By the time that beginning of October comes, you're not going to get your decor. It's not going to happen. It could, with a lot of, you know, prayers and wishful thinking, but, and making phone calls, right? But the industry is running low on product for pretty much everything. So this is what I'm talking about. I've made this with the rose gold. I've had like an aqua with the champagne. So those are like the three main ones. And I also made it, but I never actually displayed it, was a gold with red. So these are like the fancier ones where I have been asked to make coordinating items for. So you have that guy. And then I already made the coordinating centerpiece. See the centerpiece? So this is the matching centerpiece. See, glitter everywhere. It's glitter season, guys. So this is the centerpiece that goes with this guy. Now, you might want ribbon to go with it. I'm sorry, bows to go with it. I actually bought so much of this that I could make bows to go with it. Let's say you're interested in this guy and this swag. The wreath that matches this did sell last year. You have the swag, you have the centerpiece. Even though you could get creative and use a centerpiece on the wall if you wanted to. I don't know about a door. But But if you wanted matching bows for this, I do have the ribbons that go with this. But it seems like I might have to order a lot more because the rose gold got a lot of attention. I was asked about it, and even the person that ordered it from me said, hey, you should make more of these. And she was right. These solid champagnes and the rose golds and just the more elegant looks, they do well. They do well. But I just want to make sure that if I do receive requests, I don't have to say I'm not able to do them. Just because the supply industry is not gonna do so, not that it's not gonna do so well, it's just that the ships are out at sea, guys. The ships are not full. Okay, so those are Christmas. And let's keep going with my fancy ones. This is another Christmas. Now the difference is that this one is actually made on an evergreen base. The other one was made on, oh no, that one's also on an evergreen base. Okay, so let me show you the difference. Teaching moment, I like to do that. So they were both made on evergreen bases. Ooh, there goes my tablecloth. Evergreen bases, see that? But this one is pretty much hidden because I want the mesh to be dominating here. See that? But it was made because you need the base as for the form. So it's kind of hiding. It's back there, but it is there. And then you have this guy where we actually show it. So this is a fancier, more Victorian, antique Christmas look. And unlike, let's say Halloween, well, pretty much every season. I can't even say that. I'm correcting myself as I go. You could take a different look for any season that you're working with. So Halloween, you could go with so many different looks. Harvest, you have Harvest a little bit. I think Harvest might be the one that's a little bit more limited. But you could also get cute with it. But Christmas, oh my God, you have so many opportunities for Christmas. So many. But this guy right here, I believe I made this one live as well. I made a lot of these live. Greener Market page? No, I made this live on my page. So if you scroll down or go to videos, I made most of these items on my live on Facebook, guys. So if you're wondering how did I make them, there you go. And they do take time. They do take time. So this one is fancy. If you wanted matching pieces for this one, I hate to say that there's a good chance that I will not be able to make them for them because these guys were limited last year when I made it. So, but let me know because it's not about having it exact. We can make it coordinated. Remember, we could find a similar ribbon. This, it's like a Dupioni, iridescent Dupioni. We could find it. We could find it. We'll make it work. Okay. Anything else that's fancy? I'm trying to get all the similar ones out. Any other fancy ones? I think that's it. Let's just go down the line. Okay. Now this is a more farmhousey look because you have the plaids, natural colored plaids, Merry Christmas sign. You do have the buffaloes and the bears and the tree, so you do have the buffalo. So this one, like I said, is a lot more. See how different it is? So that's what I'm saying, that you have Christmas and there's so many different ways you can go. Does anybody switch their Halloween? I'm sorry, not their Halloween. Their Christmas decor every year? I do. I do. So last year, what did we do last year? 2 years ago, we did black and white buffalo. 3 years ago, we did black and red. Last year, we did black and white. Oh my God, I can't even think. Yeah, black and white. So, see, you have so many different. Oh no, last year was red and green. Last year was red and green because everything was crazy last year, so I did red and green. So I switch it up. I switch it up every year. But I haven't done this. Next year, this coming year, we're gonna do woodland, like a fancy woodland look. Staying on the same look. We have this guy right here, Farm Fresh. It is made on a, oh my God, my shirts all have holes in them because of my wreaths. It is made on an evergreen base. This guy took time. I'm not gonna lie. Because it has 6 different mesh colors, I want to say. I think I do 6 different meshes. I want to say 6. It's either 4 or 6. And the same thing with the ribbons. So it took time. But then it has the 2 coordinating bows. I mean, it feels good, right? When you get out of your comfort zone and you actually accomplish what you wanted to do. This one felt good. But it took time because getting that sign in there. But farm fresh Christmas trees. So again, the farm look, the buffalo look. It does have buffalo, but it has the plaid in it. Okay. This guy is a traditional guy, but it's a swag. It's a swag. I made this ribbon is very, very popular. I made a customer, I had a swag, and she asked if I could make the cord a matching swag for it. But in the end, I ended up making a centerpiece as well. But super simple, but you can use this guy anywhere. See that? If you like a more traditional look. Would you use this on a wall? Think outside the box, guys. That's what we say. Think outside the box. Use it on a door. If you have a really large door, why not? Why not? I have had people buy from my website. Okay, here we go with another. So staying with the, I call this more of like a Nordic Christmas. Just because of the sign. What's up, baby? You okay? So yeah. So you have that. Check out this mesh. You have the buffalo. This is a fabric actually. Well, I don't want to say fabric. It's not fabric. It's mixed mesh because it has like cloth fibers in it. More like thread. Very pretty. Let's just go through them. I'm gonna try to get the simple ones out of the way. There's another easy, simple guy.
Santa Claus.
They all take a little bit of work, but this one is just an easy, more traditional.
Santa Claus.
Not a lot going to it.
Santa Claus.
Yeah, Santa Claus is on it. Let me get back to. Let's go to this guy right here. Again, black and white with red, super in, super modern. If you look at the trees, you do have buffalo in it. It's not going away, guys. It's not going away. And it matches with everything. It does match with everything. But how cute is this? You have the colors. You have... So it kind of like... If you look at the sign, because it's made on this... Like, correct me. If you know the word for it, please go for it. Because I can't think of the word right now. But this wood sign. And it does have the... It has like a farmhousey look to it, like a modern farmhouse. But then the ribbons that are used and a little bit of the greenery makes it a little bit more fancy and modern. And of course you have these cool little balls here. So it kinds in like, that's me. If I use the signs, I try to make it more fancy by adding the greenery to it and tying it all together. So you have the snowball mesh here and you have the added white, black and white buffalo on it. See that? Okay. Looks familiar to my friend from the Greenery Market. This one is 100% Greenery Market materials. Gnomes are still in. If you haven't noticed, gnomes are still in. Nope, these are gnomes. It's a gnome. Well, yeah, it's a Santa gnome, I guess. So this one has tons of crab apple, which I love, and it has glitter on it, and it has a little bit of that sparkly, dusty snow. But the awesome thing about this wreath, guys, is that you have the gnome here in the sign, but also in the ribbon. So it's whimsical with a little bit of fancy. Also, the mesh that's here, that plaid mesh, it's amazing. It's amazing. I'm not saying because I use it, it's because it's amazing. It's amazing. And then we tie it all together with a little bit of cedar. Is that the cedar spruce? That ties it all together. Because we need a little bit of green because there's a little bit of green in the ribbon. See that? Okay. This is a heavy one. This is a heavy one. This one's going to be fun to ship. Because when you look at the wreaths, despite the fact that they are large, those boxes usually don't weigh, they usually don't weigh over 5 pounds. Very rarely do they weigh over 5 pounds. And I'm talking about with the tape, with the papers in it, with the pipe cleaners to secure it. Whatever you need to attach the wreath, they usually don't go over 5 pounds. This guy is going to go over 5 pounds. So this is going to be a costly one to ship. Another thing, if you notice, there is shipping. There is a shipping fee. But shipping normally costs. Oh, yes, Gata. Yes, Gata. Okay. Santa. Okay. So shipping is like $24. And if you're and I'm on the East Coast, so shipping to California, which I have done, it's like $60. So you're paying $12 for shipping, which seems, I know people used to free shipping, but really $12 is nothing compared to, I end up taking most of the load on the shipping. So this guy right here is gonna be a nice fun one to ship because it's really heavy. So you have the cute little reindeer with the hat. I love him. You have the sign that says ho ho. It's a metal sign. And this is one of a kind. I could never replicate this one again. I might be able to make a similar one because I do have a bear, but I don't have this sign. So I don't know what I'm going to do with the bear. But this one is just cute and fancy all in one. Again, I am using the black and red buffalo mesh. And you have the natural like burlap mesh as a base. And this guy's also being made on a grapevine wreath. I'm sorry, evergreen. Actually, no, I lied. That's an evergreen. It's an evergreen wireframe. So you just see the evergreen. Yeah, so this guy took a lot. Because these are heavy. So I'm just letting you know. Also, like all my wreaths, you do have a hanger on them here. You do have a hanger. Okay. Here we go again with kind of a farmhouse, but a little bit fancier because it has the colors. I may be able to replicate some bows for this. I understand that this look is not a traditional look, even though it has a traditional feel to it. However, the colors aren't your typical greens and reds with the plaid that you normally find. So if you decide that you like this or anything, like I said, reach out to me. I may be able to make custom items for you to go with this, especially this guy, because I understand. I was inspired and I just went with it. That's what happens. If I feel the inspiration, I make it. But then I understand that you might not be able to realize or kind of figure out how to make matching items for it. Reach out. I'll make the items that go with it. See that, guys? So the sign says joy to the world. You have a few poinsettias here. They're also shiny and pretty. And then the ribbons are also very shiny and pretty. But you have to let me know now, because I remember these ribbons, they didn't come from a wholesaler. These came from Michael's. And I don't remember seeing it again. They actually Michael's changed all of their ribbons last year. So anybody watching probably knows, if you're a wreath maker, that Michael's changed all the ribbons last year. No, this one's made on Southern Charm Wreaths page.
Flower cherry.
I made this live on Southern Charm Wreaths. It was an honor. This one's a heavy one too, because the sign is pretty heavy. So the sign, if you hear it, it actually makes a little bit of jingle to it. What happened? You hit yourself? What happened? What'd you do? Okay, I'll put cream in it when we get upstairs, okay? We're almost finished. We're almost at the end, okay? Alright, almost done. So this beauty is made with green and ivory colored mesh on an evergreen base. This is definitely an evergreen base. I think the other one I said it wasn't, it really is. It is an evergreen base. Evergreen base, you have mistletoe, you have wildflowers, and this awesome sign. So you have the farmhouse look to it, but on a fancier level. And it's a heavy one too because of the sign. It's a heavy guy. It's definitely a heavy guy. Now remember these, no, do not do that. These guys were all my wreaths, because this is my storage area.
Snow.
Yes, Gata. Yes. This is my storage area.
Yeah.
So they're all in bags. So if you...
Candy.
I'm trying to fluff them up as I go, because they weren't fluffed up before I came on. I just quickly took every single wreath that I'm showing you right now, took it out of their bag, just so I could prepare for the live. But before I ship them, I always make sure that they're fluffed up. And also you should fluff it up yourself a little bit. Give it a little pull on the bows especially, because no matter how much I secure this or put bubble wrap in there, in between the bows, in between the loops, with shipping, you know what these boxes go through. You've seen the stuff that happens to boxes when you ship them. So just be aware that they might be, you know, a little bit flat. But this guy, the Snowman Wreath, very classic look, very traditional with the red, the green, and the white, but it has a nice cute bow. One of my absolute favorites. Favorite. And if I didn't do red and white, I would have kept this one. I absolutely love. And if you've been watching me from the beginning, you're going to hear me say this multiple times. Love working with grapevine and mesh. I do. So this is a red grapevine, you know, grapevine painted red with mesh on it. It's a candy cane wreath, but I love it. Love. Love doing that. That's just me. That's what I love to do. Isn't it amazing? That's why I say I love. I love this wreath. I love this wreath. I made one very similar to it for Halloween last year, and one of my regular customers bought it. The farmhouse Halloween one that I showed is pretty much the same style, but it's just Halloween. But I love this wreath. And the problem is that I change my decor every year. And I haven't done this. And last year we did red and green, but it wasn't this. We haven't done candy cane. So that's the problem when you make them, that you have to learn how to detach from them. I've learned to a certain extent, but sometimes as you're making them, you're like, oh. As you're shipping them, you're packing them, you're like, here you go. Okay. Because you do get attached to your work. But this is one of my absolute favorites. I absolutely love this wreath. Love it. Now, what I would make for this guy, and I do have more of these, is a matching lantern swag. I haven't made it yet. But a matching lantern swag with this mesh on it and the little cute popsicle guys sticking out. Well, the peppermint. That'll be very, very cute combination item to it. Coordinating item. But isn't that cute? But yeah. Okay, so now this guy, this is a cutie. This is on an evergreen base. See, do you get the trend? You could actually hide the evergreen. It's easier. It's easier to work with them. You have the cute little gingerbread guys. Well, no, elves. I said gingerbread guys. Oh, I got gingerbread guys upstairs. I'm working on something. They're elves. Pretty cute. Pretty simple. You got that snowball mesh. Isn't it amazing though how you can make
elf?
I mean, I'm not. This is just for everybody. For everybody that makes. I mean, you make Marianne. Yes, elf.
Hi, elf.
Hi, elf. The same exact materials, and you can make such a completely different look. Like, it's fascinating just to see, like, even what others make with the same exact materials. But isn't that cute? That's a cute one. This is more traditional. This is, again, like, I always like to call it like a schoolhouse look. Like, a teacher could have this in their classroom and not worried about, you know, not that, I say that like if Christmas is scary. Christmas is not scary. But you get what I'm saying, because it's cute. Because it's cute. It's not fancy. Alrighty, so this is something that I've had a few of. I asked on my page, I had a poll saying, would you put this up? And it is an advent calendar Christmas wreath. And the reason why is because I have kids and we have advent calendars and they like to count it down. So I'm like, you know what? Why not have a wreath where you're saving space and you could do the same thing, right? So that's why when I saw that sign, I forget where I got it, but I got it a few years ago and I'm like, that has to go on a wreath somehow. But this guy, don't touch it.
Snow.
Has a lot of pics going to
Snow.
it. Yes, Gata. Where do you see snow? Where do you see snow?
Snow.
That's not snow.
Clock.
That's snow. I'm sorry. She knows that I'm live, so and she always tries to get attention.
Snow clock.
Snow clock? That's a nose. Oh, snowman clock. You're funny. You're talking loud because you have your headset on, your headphones. Okay, so this guy, It has 3 bows, and it has all these picks coming out of it. So it's super fancy, super whimsical. Like, this is just belongs in a house with kids. I think so. I think so. And even the sign says, sorry, I'm opposite. I'm looking, what I'm seeing on the screen because I wanted you to read. I flipped it. So countdown to Christmas. So it's pretty awesome. But it doesn't match. So this is the problem with me and my kids. Well, for my kids. I like the fancier stuff. So I haven't done like the cutesy stuff yet. So if they want something like this, I'm like, no, it doesn't match. So I feel bad for them. I feel bad. We'll do it. Maybe next year. Maybe next year. Because this year, it's, like I said, it's woodland. Woodland this year. So here's another one. I only have 2 of them with the countdown. But this one is a more fancy look to it. See, more traditional. Because you have the pine. You have the little picks coming out. You have that plaid ribbon. Oh, and don't I have a matching bow for this? I did make a matching bow. Oops, again, I'm on the wrong side. Now this guy too. Check this out. It's taped. It's taped down. But you could actually move them. You could take it out and move it down these little rails. See that? You can move it. So it's taped right here on the side. But once you remove that, you're able to use you could actually use the calendar. So I think that's pretty cute. I think it's a good idea. I haven't made more. I only made 2 of them because I haven't felt out exactly how people like them. But when I did a poll on my site the other day, people said they liked them. So I think I might be making more. Here's another one. Oh, I just keep banging into that. Here is a fancy cardinal. Now, I don't know why, but I added this tail. If you don't like the tail, you could cut it. But I just felt like I needed a tail. I don't know. My husband doesn't like the tail. He told me, he's like, I don't like the tail. I'm like, well, if a customer doesn't like it, you could always cut it. It's better to have it and cut it than to not be able to add it afterwards, right? But I had this sign, and although the sign is kind of traditional, right? It's a cardinal. Oh, and by the way, cardinals are going to be super trending. I heard market was full of cardinals. Just beware. You're going to have a lot of cardinals. And cardinals have always been a kind of like a staple with Christmas, but now it's going to be even more. They're going to be super trending. So I didn't want it to be so traditional. I wanted to make it a little bit more modern. And that's why I had this amazing, amazing plaid, fancy ribbon. Isn't that pretty? And then look at the this black ribbon also has a snow edge on it. It's like drift. They call it drift. And the hydrangeas. Look at the hydrangeas. They have glitter on them. It's fancy. It's fancy. I love this wreath. I did, and the mesh, because of course, again, me, grapevine and mesh. Grapevine and mesh. See that? So, because I love this wreath so much, I made sure to buy more ribbon to make the coordinating bows. So if you do decide to buy the wreath and want ribbons, I got you. Because I loved it so much. I love the bows that I bought more ribbon to go with it. Because I'm like, if somebody buys this, they're going to need the bows. And they're not going to be able to find the bows. So I have to be able to provide that. So I truly have... I think I can make like 4 bows to match this. If you do decide to take this route. Because, I mean, come on. Oh my God, we're almost finished. I'm going to skip a few things, but I think we're almost finished. Okay.
No.
This is... There's no gnome here.
Can I see?
Nope, there's no gnome.
Santa Claus ears.
Yep, reindeer. So this sign right here, you're still going to see blue.
Get out.
Where are you going?
I'm going to...
There you go. I boxed her in. You're still going to see a lot of the red with the blue. There's still red with blues. I only have this one wreath available with the red and blue, but I do have ribbons that are red and blue. Like I have a blue ribbon with red Swiss dots that would go with this. And I believe I have more of this guy here. But the point is, the reason I say this is because a lot of times I think these crazy colors, I think of all these crazy designs, which is why my customers come to me to make them coordinating items, because they can't find the matching items in the stores. However, you will be able to find matching decor for these colors.
Mommy.
Last year you could. Last year you still could, but remember COVID, supplies are running low because of... Okay, so the point is that if you do decide to go with a look like this, you will be able to find, you should be able to find matching decor unless it's still out in the water somewhere. Because let me tell you, it's been rough with that. But see the sign? This sign, so this sign I had to come in with a marker and highlight the words North Pole because you couldn't see them. So I used my old rendering skills to pop it up because it just wasn't, I'm like, I need to make this pop somehow. So there's this one. And in case you are afraid of the colors, just let me know because I could work with you. But I noticed, I've been told that, like, you have these crazy ideas, these crazy colors. Well, that's what I'm here for, to help you. So I was at an event this past weekend and that navy and champagne swag got so much attention. They're like, well, I don't know what to do with it. Well, that's what I'm here for. Contact me. We'll make the matching decor to go with it. Because they just feel like people in general, when you're not used to decorating, may feel like, well, everything I have in my home is red and green from all the years. I switch every year. So I'm able to have like champagnes and build your inventory, right? So I'll help you be able to have a few key pieces. With like 5 pieces, you might be able to just complete the look in your home. So this one is again another kind of traditional. Yeah, pirate wig. Kind of traditional-ish look, but I try to put a little bit of a modern twist to them. So let me just show you like the different spectrum of designs that you come up with. Like same exact type of materials. They both have a sign.
Oh, see.
Mesh. See the different looks? Modern, more traditional-ish. This has mistletoe in it. Baby, they can hear that. No, don't do that. That sounds really, really loud in Facebook land. Don't do that. So, just so you have an idea. So just think of what it is that your style is, what it is that you want, what it is that you want to decorate with, what colors you like. A lot of times what colors you like, or sometimes it's what you have in your home. If you already have a lot of one color, work with that and then use that as your main focal point or your main idea or theme, and then start building off of that.
Mommy, I don't know what's happening.
And it was more price effective.
I'm over here.
Okay, back to this. This is what happens. It's been how many years? Well, no, she's 4. She's 4. But no school.
5.
How old are you?
5.
You're 5? So this is a very traditional looked Cardinal Wreath. Cardinal Swag. Or a lot of times if you're looking up wreaths or swags online, on Etsy especially, if you type wreath swag or swag wreath, you'll get these guys. I didn't know that, and I make these a lot, and I didn't know that until recently. What I love about this ribbon, check out the gold. Well, not the gold. It's like pressed like a gold. It's like a red leaf on it. That's like pressed on it. When you see me doing this and pulling things off, it's ribbon. I'm sorry, glue strings. Because obviously, when you make them, you're full of glue. This is all glue. Little pieces of glue. So, there you go. I think that is it. How long have I been here? Oh, wait, not too bad. Hour 45. Not too bad. I think that's it. No, there's one more. There's one more. There's 2 more, but I'll show you one more. Again, you see on my Etsy page, everything is on Etsy right now. Even when my website goes live again for sales, Etsy's always going to be there. Etsy, I'm never going to take down Etsy. But my page, my website has been live for sales before, and it will be again, hopefully next week. And finally.
New one, guys. I love it.
You love what, baby?
The wreaths.
The wreaths? You love my wreaths?
Yeah.
Yeah, you made your own wreath too, right?
Yeah.
It's cute, simple, modern. A lot of glitter with this guy. But I think most of the glitter already came off in my house. But this is an 18-inch grapevine. Super simple. If you've noticed, if you've been with me, or if you're watching the replay, tend to fill most of it. Not everybody likes that. So I do have some where I don't fill up completely, because I know that, there's different looks. And so that's where they're colors, right? Different colors, different tastes. So this one is a simple, if you like a lot more minimal look. And this will be one of the ones, like when I say that I pass by my customers' houses, actually two of them. Two customers of mine, I passed by their houses and I noticed that something that I had like this, they had it like this. They had it like that. Two of them. Two of them. I just noticed one last week and the other one was a few weeks ago. So you see that? I'm like, wow, look at that. Everybody likes it. Now, just because it has this here, you could just push it in. Push it in. Obviously, I have a hanger here, right? I have a hanger. That's how I hang my wreaths. But you do have a little, let me show you. You have that little hanger there. I don't know if you want to cut it off because when you store it, use that to store it. It helps you with storage. But turn it down and then hang it. You're not going to have a hanger, but you could use that right on the door hanger. And you see that? But yeah, another thing that I'm working on right now is hoop wreaths. If you look on my website and you see the design archive, there's a hoop wreath in there. That was a custom order because I told you I have a ton of custom orders, and I decided that I'm going to start making those. So I'm going to make some hoop wreaths, and usually those are every day, but I'm thinking I might try to make a couple that are for fall and see how that works, right? Because it's a hoop wreath, it's modern, it's simple, but we're going to use more fall geared colors. So stay tuned for that. So if you don't follow me on Etsy, follow me, and it will also let you know when new items are posted. Another thing, if you don't follow me here on eventcraftstudio.com, on Facebook, you follow me on Facebook. I do come live on Facebook or on Instagram. I've been usually on Facebook, but now I've been doing more lives on Instagram. If you look for my live, I'll tell you, I come on late at night because of this reason. My kids go to sleep, then I go live, and then I show you, I do the tutorials. Most of the wreaths back here, well, a lot of the wreaths back here were made live. And you can watch the replays, go to videos, and then finally, follow me. Sign up for my emails. Sign up for my emails. If you go on to eventcraftstudio.com, you're going to get a 10% off discount. And cannot be combined with today's, but I send out emails. I try not to send more than once per week. Today, whoever's on my email list got 2 or 3 this week because I was notifying about this event. But usually, no. Usually, it's just on the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. One of the days, not 3 days. And then you're informed about what's going on. Like people know about the sale or something that's going on. Just that's my email list. eventcraftstudio.com, and you can subscribe. And hopefully by next week I should be up. Like I have everything set up. I have Square, I have Stripe, I have all this stuff. Because I do events too. But unfortunately, I had to turn off the selling part on my website. And hopefully by next week I'll be back up. But it's okay. We have an alternative, which is Etsy for now. Okay? So, thank you so much. Let me see where. Real late. Yeah, real late, right? Real late. My latest was getting off at 2 a.m. 2 a.m. And how many times hasn't she woken up during my lives? I have the monitor while I'm live. And I'm like, oh, she's up. Gotta go. She hasn't been waking up as much anymore. She's already, like, nighttime potty trained, so she's not waking up as much.
Caution.
Yeah? Okay, so again, thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for being with me. If you're watching the replay, hashtag just comment hashtag replay, so that way Facebook lets you know. And of course, like I said, follow me at eventcraftstudio.com. I do have videos on YouTube. A lot of them are linked on eventcraftstudio.com, but I have so many videos and I'm going to start sprinkling them back on again because I have stopped. But again, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Have an amazing holiday or enjoy the rest of your summer. And remember, the sale ends tonight. Take care. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye. Oops.
Have a good day.
Huh?
I said have a good day.
Have a good day. Have a good night, everyone.
Good night.